Hey everyone, welcome to Moving Matt. We do all things cameras with a dash of vlogs and a little bit of travel. And today we have a big update about the Sony A7 IV, both about the release date and one big spec everybody's been waiting for. So let's jump into this video, but before we do, I would like to acknowledge that yes, I've made quite a few videos about the Sony A7 IV, but if these rumors are true, this actually may be the last one I do before this camera comes out. I'm just kidding. It'll be like 3 or 4 more videos because, you know, these are like the most popular videos. You think I'm not going to make like 3 or 4 more? But I will try to make it worth it because this is a big update. So let's get into this. Let's start off with the big news here. And that is with 99.99% certainty, Sony Alpha Rumor says that this camera will be coming out on October 21st. And that's at 15 or 1600 London time. So check your local time zone and see the translation for yourself. This is super huge news and I'm very excited about it. I do not see myself getting this A7 IV anytime soon. I already have the camera that I need, but I know a lot of people are looking forward to this camera and I'm excited for it to finally come out for those of you who's been waiting for it for so long. So you may be wondering to yourself, with the reliability issues of Sony Alpha Rumors, can we really trust this information? And I'll never exactly 100% trust them, but there has been some other hints that it's going to be at least coming out in October. One was from Peter, I can't say his last name, it's like Lou something. Peter, I'll just say Peter. He said that there was some exciting news coming out or exciting products coming out in October. He's a huge Sony guy, so I think he was kind of dropping a hint there. I'll link his channel below. He's a really cool guy to follow. Now, Sony Alpha Rumors themselves do try to hedge their bets and say that this is if supplies of the chips actually permits. But I think at this point, Sony would actually know if they have enough chips. So if he's still getting these rumors, and if YouTubers who would know are actually hinting towards it, I think that we can expect it to at least be coming out in October. And hopefully this 21st date is the date it's gonna be. Now let's move on to the specs. I will list these off here and I will talk specifically about one new spec that we're hearing about. This will have a 33 megapixel sensor. It will shoot 4K 30 downsampled from 7K. And yes, this big spec right here, it will shoot 4K 60. Now they did not say if it was gonna be downsampled from the 7K, and I've assumed and guessed multiple times that this will 100% do 4K 60. I'm guessing they will do some sort of pixel binning here. Now, some people will say that that's a terrible way of doing it, but whatever pixel binning they were using in the A1 seemed to be working excellent with their 4K. So if they can use that same algorithm or whatever software they're using to do it in the Alpha 1 and bring that over to the A7 IV, I think you will have a great experience here. But I'm glad that I'm finally not alone in saying it will have 4K 60 and that Sony Alpha Rumors is confirming it as well. Now, this is just complete speculation on my part, but I do think that there may be another surprise with the video specs of this camera, and maybe it will have like a cropped 6K. That's possible in my mind, but even if the specs that they're giving us is completely true, then I think we have a great camera on our hands for $2,500. Now, the photo specs of this camera have not been talked about much yet, but personally, I can see it coming somewhere between 10 frames per second mechanical and 20 frames per second electronic. So probably matching the R6 with 12 frames per second mechanical and 20 frames per second at the electronic. That's where I think it will probably sit, but we will have to wait and see. So now going back to the Sony Alpha Rumor specs, they say that it will have 15 stops of dynamic range, which is absolutely insane considering the A7S III has 15 plus stops. We will see if it actually matches it. I think that they will come close, if not matching it. And if so, that is really great considering this will be somewhere around $2,500, or at least that's what Sony Alpha Rumors is saying, and I tend to believe it. They go on to say that this will have a 3.69 million dot EVF, and the LCD screen will be improved too. So I'm assuming that this will have, I think it's like 2.6 million dots. Whatever is in that new R3A and the R4A, whatever is in that camera, I think that this will have the new screen for that. They also say this will have 5.5 stops of IBIS plus active stabilization, which to me, active stabilization in the A7S III works excellent. So if they can add an extra half stop of IBIS, then this should be a big upgrade. Now, as far as heat management goes, with the 4K 60 and the 4K downsampled from 7K. This is supposed to have the same heating system as the A7S III, and personally I've never had the A7S III overheat in 4K 60, so if that's the case, I would assume that the A7 IV will not overheat as well. Along with the heatsink of the A7S III, it's supposed to have the same ergonomics as the A7S III as well, and also it will have the same full-size HDMI port, which is a great addition. And even if it doesn't need the full-size HDMI port, it's great just to know that it's in there solid and it doesn't have to lose connection. But it also makes me wonder, will they have some kind of RAW support going externally? I hope they will. We will just have to wait and see. Now this is a given, but not only will the screen be improved, it will also be fully articulating. It will have the same dual UHS 2 SD cards and CF Express Type A card system found in the Alpha 1 and the S3. And it will also have the same updated menu system from the Sony A7S III, which is not perfect, but it is a huge upgrade from the other Sony Alpha cameras. So that is all very exciting, and that is what we know for now. I just wanted to give you guys that update. Drop in the comment section below and let me know, do you like the updated specs from this camera? Are you expecting it to have more? Are you expecting it to have less? Drop in the comment section below and let me know. If you've liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And until next time, peace.